The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. Sponsored by Paramount Pictures presents the new film Coach Carter. Starts Friday, January 14th. Rated PG-13.
Welcome back. Welcome back to The Late Late Show. My first guest is the Golden Globe winning actor and four-time Emmy nominee who starred in the hit series The X-Files. He's also a talented writer and director whose feature film House of D hits theaters in the spring. That really is a lovely film. Please welcome David Duchovny.
Let me just say that Craig is not being completely honest with you, or not telling you the full story, that after Nicole, I was the second date that he went on. You know, so and I don't want to say that it went further, but let me just say that that bird doesn't know what he's talking about.
We went past upstairs outsideys then. Do you, because now... We call that downstairs insideys, if you know what I mean. Don't.
Just as long as it's not downstairs backsideys. Thank you.
All right.
And I won't call you back.
Hey, you're Scottish too, aren't you?
I'm half Scottish.
How do you be half Scottish?
Because my mother's Scottish.
Your mother's Scottish?
My dad is not. My dad is Jewish and my mother's Scottish, so... I mean, it was always, you know, don't ask me to pick up a check or anything like that.
That's my son. My son has that same. My son's mother is Jewish and I'm Scottish.
My Scottish grandmother used to say the two most maligned people on the face of the earth.
They are.
Scots and the Jews. And, you know, there's a name for what your son is and what I am. A half Scot, half Jew. Because apparently there's a lot of them running around.
Really?
Probably because of you.
Hello.
It's called the technical term is a macaroon.
A macaroon.
Kosher for Passover.
I like that.
Stays dry in the Hebrides, the whole thing.
Do you think you got quite odd being Scottish and Jewish? Does your mother live in America?
She does.
Does she? Because my mother's Scottish and she's quite frightening.
Yeah.
You know, because... No, she is. Because Scottish mothers, Jewish people talk about how their mothers are all very, you know, kind of over the top and everything. But, you know, my mother's, I think, worse than that.
Well, my mother, she was an aphoristic kind of mom. You know, she'd have a saying for most anything that would teach you how to be in any situation. And usually it was the same saying, which was, it's right better than a Stina in the lug.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you just said. Say it again.
It's right better than a Stina in the lug.
It's much better than a stone behind the ear.
Right. He's not an imposter, so it's true.
Wow. But it still doesn't make sense.
No, it just meant that if I was complaining, you know, why don't we have any dessert? You know, why can't I go to the park? It's basically shut up. It's better than getting hit over the head with a rock.
Which she's right, you know, it is. It is.
That sums up the whole Scottish worldview, I think. And then my father, being the New York Jew that he was, had a completely different approach to life. He was more passive, more laid back, more sardonic, I guess. His response to any situation was usually, you need that like a moose needs a hat rack.
Suddenly know why you were drawn to this X-Files world of the design.
So,
have you ever been to Scotland?
I've been to Scotland. I got the chance to take my mother there for a premiere of a movie called Return to Me that I did a few years ago.
Yeah, it's a lovely film.
Yeah. And got to bring her there, and actually got to go to a Prince's Trust concert with Prince Charles, who's also your Lord Master as well, because Scotland is.
This is America, buddy.
Yeah. That Braveheart intro notwithstanding, you guys, Scotland is still annexed, I believe.
I thought I'd get the Scottish stuff out of the way early. Do you know what I mean? Just paint your face, get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you looked good. It reminded me of our date a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
But I was sitting there with the Prince, your
Prince, yeah.
Your Prince.
Yeah.
And,
No, my Prince.
And we were watching a band called All Saints, which was popular at the time, and they were doing a song called Booty Call, which I think you had a band on.
G. Love is going to sing Booty Call tonight.
Right,
yeah.
right. So I could tell that the Prince was kind of nonplussed by the song, and he said at one point, and forgive my accent, it's terrible, he said, I can't make out a word they're saying. You know, I said, well, there's Prince, they're saying, may I call you Prince? They're saying booty call. He says, booty call? I said, well, I could explain it to you, but it's a little rough. So, I mean, do I have your permission? He said, yeah, sure. Yeah. I said, a booty call is when a man calls a woman, or a woman calls a man, but a man calls a woman late at night, usually after midnight, to try and get her to come over, have sex with him, and then go back home.
I love the sound of this booty call.
And the Prince went, And he reached for his cell phone. No, he didn't.
I know he was running. We gotta take a break. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with David Duchovny. Welcome back to the Late Late Show. I'm here with David Duchovny, who was getting girls to throw candy at him through the commercial break. It seems good. What have you been doing? What are you filming? What are you making now?
I just finished a movie in New York called Trust the Man that was written and directed by Bart Freundlich, who's a friend of mine, a very talented guy. And it's quite a serious movie, and I brought a kind of a pictorial essay to show you some of the stuff that my character goes through.
Well, that's great.
It's a movie with myself, Julianne Moore, Billy Crudup, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. So it's a great cast, I think.
So you want me to show these photographs and take you through the story?
I'll talk you through it.
Okay, okay, here we go then. All right, here's the first photograph you brought. Show and tell.
Yeah, so
it's a very serious movie, you say.
Maybe I can explain it. This is a picture of me getting punched in the balls by a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's lovely. And what about this one here?
Yeah. This is, that is a bag of frozen edamame, also known as soybeans.
And that woman's putting it on your testicles.
She is, right there.
Right.
She's icing me down after my injury.
Right. Is this a kids' film or?
It's for all ages.
Yeah, and this.
And this is later on. I have to go to the doctor. This scene, I'm convinced I have a venereal disease because my can you say balls? I know you can say it, but
yeah, I can. Balls. There you are.
I like the way you say it better.
What, testicles?
Yeah, because my testicles are vibrating.
Yeah.
I think that I have a venereal disease, and it coincides with my phone ringing, my cell phone ringing, and the doctor is actually dialing my cell phone number.
Yeah. I know this actor here, John Carroll Lynch. Is he a great actor?
He's a great
actor. And lovely hands.
Well, they're warm.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
He's a love. Now, what about Taya? She's just got Spanglish out right now, so it's fantastic.
She's amazing. Yeah.
And I think she should get an Oscar for that.
She
Can
should.
I say that?
Yeah.
Well, I think she should get.
I think you should address.
I think Taya should get an Oscar for Spanglish. She's very good.
It's such an amazing, gutsy performance.
It's fantastic.
She's unstoppable. But Taya's she's working on another movie. She's also doing a lot of work with UNICEF as well to try and help the tsunami victims at this point. And you know, I think it's great. You know, if we all, even if our government is reacting somewhat slowly to the crisis, it's great that all of us as individuals have actually been sending a lot of money to these people and trying to help because.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, in this way, the government will follow our lead. And if you want any information on how to give or anything like that, unicefusa.org is how you can find out how you might be able to help as an individual in whatever small amount that you can.
I think that's very important.
So Taya's been involved with UNICEF. Her grandmother was one of the founders of UNICEF. Yeah, so she's been involved in that.
Well, it's good stuff, and I wish her luck with it. And yeah, let's get behind that a wee bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're our brothers and sisters. You know, and we're all part of the same world.
Thanks for coming in. Thank you, David. David Duchovny. House of D hits the theaters this spring. What's that email address? UNICEF?
UNICEFUSA.org.
UNICEFUSA.org to send donations?
Donations and to learn how
to learn about help. All right. Thanks, David. We'll be right back with Nicole Sullivan. Thank you.